Hi, Ellie.
Yeah, did you sleep well?
I slept very well. How about you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I slept very well. How
Yeah,
about you?
yeah, I slept very well too. I took my sons to the school.
Ah, good. So now what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
Mm, After this lesson, I'm gonna to go eat out.
Oh, yummy. You
Mm-hmm.
going with friends or who are you going to go eat out with?
No, my mommy, with my mom.
Ah, your mother. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I live with my mom. So yeah, sometimes twice a week, a
Twice a
week.
week.
Yeah,
Oh, you said
twice a
it correct.
week. Yeah, we go we we go eat out.
Or you can say twice a week we go out to eat.
Yeah, yeah, we go out to eat. Um, restaurant.
That's wonderful. That's
Yes.
fun.
She do not
I
want
like
my
I
meal.
It gets expensive, but it's fun. Do you have to wear a mask and
Mm-hmm.
face shield when you go out, or just mask, or what?
No, yeah, we just mm, put put mask, put a mask.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny that we put a mask, then you get in the restaurant and you immediately take the mask off.
Mm-hmm.
But then, how could you eat with a mask on?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think we have developed a strong friendship because yeah, um, I I'm I'm always enjoying your class.
Oh, I enjoy having class with you too. I think you're my
Yes.
good friend. Good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bought this seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah, seeds.
Uh huh. Good. You're gonna grow a garden?
Yes. I live. Even if I live in apartment, uh, but I have a small balcony.
To grow on? Yeah.
Yeah. So I will plant these seeds.
Yeah. You can grow on, if you get those buckets, like 5 gallon bucket, white buckets,
I have pretty
pottery.
yeah pretty pot, but
Ah,
I will use mm, recycling
mm,
butter today.
yeah, good. What,
Yeah,
what,
I'm environment movement worker.
you're an environmental worker.
Yeah,
Ah, well, the
that's
environment's
my
important.
joke.
What did you say?
Yeah, that's my joke, not
Your
real.
joke.
Yes, drama.
You- you're a tree hugger.
Mm-hmm.
They say tree hugger. This is a person that loves the environment. They hug the tree. Oh, I love you.
Mm. Ah.
It's kind of a joke. Or people will call environmentalist tree huggers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the same meaning, right?
Yeah, because not so much now, but it used to be like when one of the big concerns was forestry. They
Mm-hmm.
People would go and chain themselves to these trees so that lumberjacks couldn't cut the tree down, and
Aha.
that's where they got the term tree huggers.
Mm-hmm.
They would hug the tree and then they would chain themselves to the tree so that they couldn't get off.
Yeah. Today before our wonderful lesson, I give you a news in Germany. um, um, Unfortunately, Germany's um, it will it 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 will be soon coming Germany's election soon. The most popular the most popular party is social social dem social
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 Democrats.
democrats, yeah, social democrats party, yeah.
Well,
that's
there's a
uh,
Social Democrat Party, and then there's a
that's first
Christian
in
Democrat Party.
in that's first in Germany, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Germany's. I don't know what's going on in Germany. You know, they do very well economically. They're not really socialist. They're really capitalist. I don't know if they're going to change to be socialist.
Hmm.
But you know, they have hardly any army.
No.
Yeah, their army is very small, very weak. It used to
Hmm.
be 20, 25 years ago when they were worried about the Russians. Their
Yeah.
their army was very strong, but
Uh-huh.
it's got weaker and weaker. Matter of fact, I was one of the countries that Trump was putting pressure on to put more money into their defense because
Hmm.
they weren't spending enough money to defend. If the Russians did come, which is not very likely, they couldn't defend themselves.
And
The two
mhm,
strongest armies in Europe now are Great Britain and France,
yes.
and then Poland and Hungary.
Hmm. Today, another ridiculous. I bring another ridiculous news. Um, Bat virus is same. Bat virus is the same from Myanmar. Myanmar. Um, I think that that news announced it from China, right?
Yeah, the Chinese first started to say
Hmm.
that the COVID virus came from a
Hmm.
bat because
Yeah.
the truth is that the original COVID germ or virus was taken from bats because it can be transmitted from across. COVID is dangerous because it can be transmitted across one species to another,
Hmm.
like Ebola. Ebola can be transferred from one species to another.
Yes.
But they did was they took that COVID and then the Chinese manipulated it because they were
Hmm.
trying to weaponize it,
Yes.
and they made it more so people would catch it faster. They added some HIV to it. They added a few different things to it. They've been manipulating that, but most of the time when you make a viral weapon, you make a antidote first. You make a vaccine so
Hmm.
you can inject your soldiers with a vaccine and they won't get it. So they weren't finished with the virus, and it escaped. Probably some guy, a technician or something, stabbed himself with a needle by
Yeah.
mistake. But then, afraid to
Mhm.
report it because he would lose his job or maybe his freedom, he
Yeah.
went back out, and then he's the one. He was patient one. He's the one who spread it.
I then I saw then I read the uh, compliments, many compliments, but that was bad excuse.
Well, the Chinese, like a lot of Asian countries, are concerned about losing face.
Hmm.
And because they're concerned about face, they tend to hide the truth. And uh, we don't so much. It's not that they expect everybody to believe it,
Hmm.
but they expect everybody to use that so that they don't get embarrassed in the conversation.
Yes, sure.
And Americans don't understand that. Americans are very direct, very concerned about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So they get,
Yeah.
they don't understand that mentally.
Hmm. Uh, um.
This is the article.
Yes.
Do you want to look at it?
Yeah. Take a look. Take a look. How about this?
You like lobster?
No.
I like lobster.
Really? Yeah. I do not. I sometimes I eat lobster. Very rare.
Yeah,
So
because it's very
expensive. Yeah,
expensive.
so expensive.
I remember one night I had a friend of mine.
Maybe 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
About that time, I remember I was in Houston. Maybe it was longer ago. A friend of mine. We went to high school together,
Hmm.
and he sold RVs, and we went out to dinner, and he had never ate a lobster before.
Uh-huh.
So I ordered us two lobsters. It was very
Yeah.
expensive, but it was fun. Okay, I'm seeing your lobster story here. We want to read this?
Yeah, let me lead.
Okay.
Yeah. Meet the one 101-year-old lobster fisher vocabulary. Heavily, in large amount or to a large extent, degree, etc. We didn't go out because it was raining very heavily.
Heavily. Listen to the way they say it.
heavily,
Heavily.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Working class. Relating to the social group that includes people who do manner or physical work,
Manual.
manual or physical work.
Yeah, these are going to be like construction workers, carpenters,
Yeah,
electricians, those kind
physical
of things.
work. Yeah. Physical work means like such as construction work, right?
Yes, it can. Anything
Construction
that
site
you
work.
have to
Yeah.
use your body to do.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Except you can't be like a hooker or something. That doesn't count as manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
Manual means hand. Hand.
Mm-hmm. Traditionally, the party has had support from working class communities.
Now, see, this is one of the things that has happened that's changed in America. The
Uh-huh.
Democrats used to be the party of the working class. But when
Yes.
Trump took over the Republican Party, the working class came over to the Republicans. So now the working
Yeah,
class
yeah,
and
I heard.
the middle class are Republicans, and the Democrats are mostly college educated people and elitists, rich people.
Wow. In South Korea, totally different. Mm, rich and intelligent people, many intelligent people like professor,
Uh-huh. Professors,
yeah, professors, they support the Republican Party.
they're the more conservative.
Yes.
Hmm.
But celebrities are almost support Democrat Party like your country.
Yeah, but that shifted over because Republicans left really being a conservative party, becoming a populist party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were there to help the people, and in doing that, there are certain things that they embrace that were conservative because they're pragmatic. They want what works. The problem with liberalism, I mean progressivism. I shouldn't really call it liberalism. Progressivism is that it doesn't work. If you say, okay, Ellie, your apartment does not belong to you. It belongs to the state, but we're going to let you stay in it, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you can work, but that's always hanging over you. If you don't do what the government wants you to do, they can take your house away,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because
Yeah.
there's no personal property. So
Yeah. I'm.
people will be more careful, but
Mm-hmm.
people will not do more because you're thinking, oh, if I work really hard and I do really good, then I could also buy maybe a little house in the country for me and my mom. But the government's not going to let you do that. So why would you work hard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm not going to work hard. I'll just hang out.
Yeah.
Now, if you
I
do,
think
if you
you
do
and
your,
me, you and
you and I,
mhm.
you said you think
No.
you and I.
You what I you and I are awake Siberians. What I want to say. That's what I
Oh,
want to say.
awake civilians. Okay, that's a cute idea. Cute answer.
Yeah,
Um,
I totally believe it.
you are awake. You're seeing what's going on in the world. You're aware of it.
Oh, thank
And
you.
well, I have kind of an egotistical view of the world. I think that 75% of the world is stupid. The people are stupid.
Hmm.
They don't see. They don't understand. They're sheep. They need someone to lead them. That's what the other 25% are for.
Hmm.
But the liberals want to take advantage of these poor people. The conservatives want to set them free.
Hmm.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Um. As soon as you say free, I saw freedom in Australia news. Yeah.
Yeah, the Australians are having problems, lots of problems. Crazy.
They want the freedom.
I hope they get it. Okay,
Hmm.
let's go on.
Yeah.
Delicacy.
Mm, delicacy, delic,
Del-
delicacy,
delicacy.
delicacy, delicacy, an expensive or rare food, or one that is special in a
Particular.
particular place. Blue cheese is considered a deli-
Delicacy.
delicacy in this part of Italy.
Okay. What is a delicacy in your country?
Mm, bulgogi and
Okay.
Korean BBQ, Korean barbecue.
That's not a delicacy because everybody could get that. A delicacy
Um,
has to be rare,
rare.
okay,
That's common. Those are common. Uh-huh.
like caviar,
A caviar. But caviar is very, 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 very rare.
yeah,
So
and
I
very,
couldn't.
very, and very, very expensive.
Yes.
And I don't know why, because it tastes horrible. Ugh.
Ah, I saw shark of I saw sorry I don't know that's name.
Truffles.
Um,
You know what a truffle is?
sturgeon.
Sturgeon,
Yeah, sturgeon.
fish.
Sturgeon's eggs are
Those are caviar.
a caviar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Truffles. Truffles
Shark.
are a particular mushroom that only grows in France and part of Italy. It's the most expensive food in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Saffron.
But I saw a shark,
Saffron is
caviar
more
shark.
saffron is more expensive than gold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I used to go to the saffron shops in Dubai and buy. You
Yes.
buy a little canister of saffron like that.
Hmm.
It's very expensive. Very
Yeah.
good for certain foods. Like there's a yellow rice where you put saffron
Mhm.
in the rice.
Yes. I saw that picture. China people catch all them of the fishy, so that would be extinct soon.
Can a person be a delicacy?
I don't know.
Let's see. Look at the definition. Okay,
Yeah.
expensive and rare.
Yeah.
One that is
Expensive.
special. I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe you're a delicacy.
Hmm. What does it mean? I don't know.
I said I think you're a delicacy.
Aha.
A rare. There's not very many people that are as
Yeah.
awake as you are.
Hmm.
special. You're very special, and I
I'm unique.
and I
Unique.
think expensive.
Mm. Oh, appreciate it.
All women are expensive, my dear. Okay, the next
Mhm.
word.
Yeah, trap.
Easy word.
Trap, a device for catching
Catching animals.
animals, insects, etc. My father set mouse traps all around our house. You know,
You can
you
also
know,
have traps for people too.
mouse sticky.
Yeah,
Mouse is sticky. Yeah.
I have a
Um.
funny story. Okay, I used to have this dog. He was very, very intelligent. His name was Max. Okay, and we were right next to the kitchen. We had this big, long, what do you call it? Where you store canned goods and all that kind of stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
and we started getting a mouse problem. Okay, so we put down the sticky, right? And
Yeah.
Max used to like to get in there and play. So one day we come home and there's Max because he used to like to throw over the trash in there. We get there and there's Max and he's got this sticky all over him, right? And he has a can of a can stuck to his head. And Max is very proud, so he walks out there like nothing happened. You know? And we had to get him and clean it up, and it was a mess. Yeah,
Yeah,
we used sticky before.
that's funny. Yeah, we our today my apartment prax manager announced like this. We install sticky, we install mouse sticky around the playground and the recycling area. So watch out there.
Yeah, don't let your dog or kid get it. It's hard to get off.
Yeah.
Sometimes women set traps for men. Okay,
Yeah.
this one, you're still laughing about that. Why are you setting a trap?
No, our relationship is so good.
What is the next word?
Yeah, lure. Mm, to make a person or animal do something, go somewhere, etc., especially by offering a reward.
Reward.
A reward. Two event was organized in an attempt
Tempt.
attempt attempt to lure customers into the store. Mhm.
So, what different kinds of things are used as lure? Like when you go fishing, okay? Sometimes they have a like
Mhm.
fake fish on the end with a hook on it. This is called a lure. It's supposed
Yeah,
to lure the fish.
lure fishing. Mhm.
If you go to you go to the mall and they have the big sign, 50% off, big sale. That's to lure you in.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the woman lures the man. She puts on the lipstick, the tight dress, the high heels to lure him to get romantic.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I have no equipment. Oh no.
not true. Not true.
Dawn, right?
Yeah.
Dawn. The time of morning when light first begins to appear in the sky. I left my house before dawn this morning.
This is also my daughter's name, Dawn.
Oh wow, that's
Okay.
special.
You want to read or you want me to read?
Mm, yeah, let me read it.
Okay.
But my pronunciation is not good.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah, article. Meet the 101-year-old lobster fisher. When Bosnia River started catching lobsters off Maine's coast in the late 1920s, the world was a very different place.
Very good.
Nearly a century later, at AZ 101, she's still doing it. She's the oldest lobster trapper in the state of Maine,
Maine. Say Maine.
Maine,
Okay.
and possibly the world. Oliver started trapping lobsters at age 8. Her father worked in the lobster industry, and she would join him on trips. Now she catches lo- lobsters with her 78-year-old son Max, using a boat that once belonged to her late husband. She said she has no plans to stop, but she is worried about the health of Maine's lobster paru- uh, population,
Mm-hmm.
which she says is finished heavily these days. I've done it all my life, so I might was I might as well keep doing it. Oliver said. The lobster industry has changed over Oliver's many years on the water, and the lobsters have changed from belong a working class food to delicacy. Delicacy. They're now much more expensive and are caught in metal traps,
Traps.
traps instead of wooden ones. Other parts of the job, so though, are similar. Oliver is still putting Manhattan,
Men,
Manhattan,
men-handed.
Manhattan, a small fish into traps to lure the lobsters in, and still getting up long before dawn to get on the boat and do it. After all these years, Oriba still looks forward to a lobster dinner of her own and usually make one herself about once a week. And she still enjoys catching lobster and being on the water. I like doing it. I like being along the water, she said. And so I'm going to keep on doing it. I just it just as long as I can.
What did Olivia's father do for work?
He is work in lobster industry.
Yeah. When does Olivia plan to stop lobster fishing?
Mm, she she is still catching. She is still catching. She is enjoy is catching lobsters. So mm, forever.
Yeah, she's just going to keep doing it as long as she can.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
How often does Olivia enjoy a lobster dinner?
Once a week.
Yeah, and she makes it herself.
Mhm. My comprehension is so good, really.
Yeah, it's very good.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on Virginia Oliver's career?
Um, oh, that's natural. Because h- she follow her father's job. So
It might be a little bit unusual for a woman because it's very hard work,
yes.
very extremely hard work. They have
Mhm.
to bait the traps, lure the traps, set the traps in the water, then they
Yeah,
leave them,
physical
and then
work.
and then
Physical
they'll
work.
come back
Mhm.
and they have to, yeah, manual labor. They have to pull the traps back up and take the lobsters out.
Mhm.
Do you know anyone who had the same job for a long time?
You?
I didn't always have the same job, but I was always in the same industry, education.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Oh,